Good morning, boys and girls. Mrs. Stroud here again. Today is Tuesday, May 5th, 2020. So today we have a phonics page and a grammar page. We are going to start out with our phonics page. And here we have a spelling word sort. So it says write each basic word under the correct heading. So these 14 words are your basic words, okay? Now let's take a look at them. It says a suffix that means without, suffix that means quality of being, or to be, okay? So let's take a look. A suffix we know goes at the end of a word. And it says up here that we have two different suffixes. One is less and one is ness. So let's think about it. Which one would mean without? And which one would mean the quality of being? So let's take a look. Painless. Without pain. Exactly. Sickness. If you have sickness, you are sick. So that's your quality of being. Painless is without. So we're going to put painless over here under without and sickness over here under quality of being. Next, sadness. Is it something you feel or is it something you don't have? You're right, it's something you feel. So sadness is going to go over here. I'm starting to see a pattern. Let's take a look. Helpless. If I'm helpless, I'm without help, right? So I think helpless is going to go over here. And again, I'm seeing a pattern here. Okay, number 5 is thankless. Where are we going to put that? Number 6, kindness. Number 7, hopeless. Number 8, darkness. Number 9, fearless. Number 10, thickness. Number 11, careless. Number 12, goodness. Number 13, spotless. And number 14, softness. Now let's take a look. We have review words, useful and weakly, and challenge words, breathless and eagerness. So it says here, challenge, add the challenge words to your word sort. So we have breathless and eagerness. And why aren't we using our review words on this word sort? Because they're useful and weakly. We don't have ness or less on those ones, do we? No. Alrighty. So go ahead, go back, go through, make sure you spelled everything correctly. It's right over here. Make sure it's correct. And over here. Alrighty, let's go on to our grammar page. Our grammar page is page 156. Let's go over there. Here we are, forming complex sentences. Oh, I know you're so excited about this one, right? Let's read this again because the way that we learn is by reviewing, right? So this is lesson 25 in your reader's notebook, page 156, forming complex sentences. Let's take a look at this. A complex sentence is formed by combining one independent clause and one or more dependent clauses. So a dependent clause is a clause that depends on the independent clause. Just like we do in Wilson, it's not really a sentence, okay? If the dependent clause appears first add a comma after it. So let's take a look at that. If a dependent clause appears first, add a comma after it. Now, subordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions begin dependent clauses. So a dependent clause has a subordinating conjunction. Some subordinating clauses are after, although, because, before, even though, since, unless, until, when, and while. So for me, if I see any of these words that are up here, and if it comes first, meaning at the beginning of a sentence, I'm going to need to add a comma after it. Okay? If it doesn't come first, I do not need a comma. So let's take a look. It says combine the clauses to form complex sentences. Even though he was tired. Is that a sentence? No, it is not. Tracy hiked up the hill. Well, I can say Tracy hiked up the hill. It's not a great sentence, but it is a sentence. So let's take a look. So this one is not a sentence, so it must be a dependent clause. Does it start with even? Even though. Yep, there it is. So what do I need? I need a comma. So let's rewrite it. Even though he was tired, comma, Tracy hiked up the hill. Alrighty, let's take a look at number 2. Tori planned to climb the hill. Okay, that's a sentence. When her father could join her. Is that a sentence? Absolutely not. So we need to combine these two. But here's my subordinating conjunction, when, right? It's up there. But is it at the beginning? No, it is not. So do I need a comma? No, I do not. So let's write it. Tori planned to climb up the hill when her father could join her. Alrighty, number 3. Because she is afraid of heights. Not a sentence. Rita will not climb. That is a sentence. Okay, let's take a look. First of all, it's at the beginning. It's not a sentence. And it begins with, does it begin with a subordinating conjunction? Because, let's look. There it is. So what do I need after that? In that dependent clause? A comma. So here we go. Because she is afraid of heights, comma, Rita will not climb. Okay, number 4. I think we're catching on, aren't we? Let's do this one. Until he saw the hill. Sentence? Let's look at this. Robbie was eager to climb. Is that a sentence? You bet. Okay, since it says not a sentence, does it start with a coordinating conjunction or subordinating conjunction? Let's look. Until. So what do we need? You got it. All right, so we're going to rewrite that sentence correctly on the line. Number 5. They played catch. Sentence? Does it tell you what they did? Okay. While they waited for the others to climb. Sentence? Okay, so we're going to add these two together. And please remember, boys and girls, I haven't said this yet, but when you add those sentences, unless it's a word like Robbie or Rita, because they're names, we are going to make this word while, which is right up here, with a lowercase letter, because we're combining. There are not capitals in the middle of sentences. Okay? No capital letters in the middle of sentences unless we have a name. Okay? Or the word I, right, Mrs. Stroud? really doesn't like when the word I is not capitalized when we're talking about ourselves. Okay, number 6. Mel climbed again. And then before they went home. Hmm. Okay, do we need that comma? We certainly need to make that B a lowercase, correct? Figure that one out. Do we have that dependent clause at the beginning or at the end? Which one's a sentence? Mel climbed again before they went home. All right, boys and girls. That's your phonics and grammar for today, May 5th, 2020. Kind of looks like it's going to be a bit of a gray day, but we can still get outside. It's not going to rain at all. So bundle up and go head out there. All right, guys. Miss you as always. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you again tomorrow.